What's up, guys? Back here with this next video here for you. I'm just filming this one right after the last one just to get them out of the way so I could put it all on my shelf. I really enjoy that part of collecting. It's doing all of this crap. So this is all not metal. I'm just going to cut into it again. We're listening to the Dread Crew of Oddwood with Heavy Mahogany. This band is super slept on, guys. They're like a pirate kind of medieval folk band. They played at my local Renaissance fair. That video that went viral of they're taking the Hobbits to Isengard, a band playing it live. It's got a couple million views here on YouTube. That was filmed at the Renaissance fair by where I live. So, yeah. Fun fact. Go listen to the Dread Crew of Oddwood. People need to love them. First thing I got here is a huge box. Hank Williams. Pictures from Life's Other Side. 6 CDs of newly remastered performance from Hank's Mother's Best radio transcriptions. This is some serious Hank Williams nerdery. Hardshell cover. Hardshell book. Full-size book. You open her up. Really awesome photo. Opens up to the CDs and all the track listings. Look at all those. That's just these 3 discs. Then you have 200 pages of some really cool photos from way back in the day. Just all over that kind of stuff. Then you get to the other side, another photo from that show, and a equal thing. This is like well over 100 tracks, a huge book full of crazy stuff. I have an entire sheet in here that tells me all of that stuff, but frankly, I am not going to pull it out because it is a little bit too big for this case here. It makes it difficult to get it in and out. So, Hank Williams, Pictures from Life's Other Side. Next, all the regular CDs. This is the Marshall Tucker Band's first album. You know, I never thought I'd actually get a hold of all these Marshall Tucker Band CDs, at least the early stuff, because it's always super expensive. Their second record is at my local shop for $36, and I'm like, it's a bit steep. So this is a great one. AB's song is actually probably my favorite Marshall Tucker song in general. It's like a finger-picked acoustic song. It's great. Next, I have 3 CDs by this band. Creedence Clearwater Revival. I'm an enormous fan of CCR. It's just good stuff all around for me. This is my favorite album of theirs, specifically because of the song Cotton Fields. Then Feeling Blues on here, Poor Boy Shuffle, Down in the Corner, The Midnight Oil, Fortunate Son's on here, which is incredibly overplayed for me. But yeah, it's a great album. This one is Green River. You know, Commotion, Bad Moon Rising, The Nighttime is the Right Time, stuff like that. And then some bonus stuff from them touring Europe, and Cosmos Factory, which is Ramble Tamble, traveling band, looking out my back door, running through the jungle, up around the bend, Who'll Stop the Rain, I Heard It Through the Grapevine. This is like a hits record like Sabbath's Paranoid or, you know, stuff like that. Or Skinner's Second Helping. Next, a fat stack from Ricky Skaggs. A bunch of stuff I got from him. I got a whole package from him for Christmas. This is the 3 pickers. Earl Scruggs, Doc Watson, and Ricky Skaggs. This is as amazing as it sounds. It's insane. These guys are all so talented together. So they do a bunch of stuff together where Ricky switches between guitar, mandolin, and I think fiddle. And they do those 3, and then they do Doc Watson and Richard Watson. Then then those 3 again. Then Earl Scruggs with his family and friends. Then Earl Scruggs, Doc, and Ricky plus Alison Krauss. Then just Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder. Then Earl, Doc, and Ricky with the entire ensemble. It's amazing. Go listen to this if you haven't. Next is the thing that got me into them. Ancient Tones. The song Picket a Pen is the one that I'm a huge fan of. Mighty Dark to Travel, Bill Monroe, great one. Boston Boy's a great song. Carolina Mountain Home, great bluegrass record. Next, this is like a gospel record. It's got like a really epic, marchy feel to it. It's really, really cool. Ricky has a way of taking every kind of music and making it incredibly listenable and incredibly cool. They got this whole kind of Knights Templar feel going with the setup. It looks really good, and it adds to that kind of triumphant, marchy sound. Next is early Ricky Skaggs, back when he was just a country singer. Don't Cheat in Our Hometown. Uh, the big hit off this one was Honey Don't Open That Door. Uncle Penn's on here. Bill Monroe classic. Keep a Memory. Great, great record. It's just classic, 80s style country. Good stuff. Next, Honor the Fathers of Bluegrass, tribute to 1946 and 1947. Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder doing, I believe, exclusively Bill Monroe tracks. I think it is just Bill Monroe tracks. It's a great one. He does some more obscure stuff that I'm not super familiar with, which is great. But, he also has stuff like Going Back to Old Kentucky and Bluegrass Breakdown, Little Cabin on the Hill, Remember the Cross, just, Bill Monroe classics. Great record. Next is Skaggs and Bruce Hornsby. Ricky Skaggs and Bruce Hornsby. I don't know a lot of these songs because it's all interpretations of modern tunes with a jazz pianist. It's insane. They do a bluegrass version of Rick James's Super Freak, and it's awesome. So definitely go check this out. At least look up the Super Freak version. Great stuff. Next, Bluegrass Rules by Ricky Skaggs. This is, it's just great straight up bluegrass. They do the Rawhide theme song. Get Up John's on here. Little Maggie. Great stuff. This is another more country Ricky Skaggs album. It's pretty early. Check out the Mullets. Alright, that's a good amount of that. Your Love Letters is on here. Crying My Heart Out Over You. Yeah, it's a great record. We're getting in the near Ricky, so hold on. The New Strings. Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder. Nothing super amazing on here quite yet. I don't know this one that well yet. I haven't listened to it, and I haven't listened to this one yet either. It's History of the Future by Ricky Skaggs, but I'm sure I'm going to like it. They start off with Shady Grove, and that is a great way to start off for me. And then I got these two DVDs from him, Waiting for the Sun to Shine, a retrospective in my own words after more than 25 years. I have part 2 and 3, not 1. I don't know why that happens. It might be like a bonus disc on one of these CDs. I'm unsure. But there we go. Next, we're out of the Ricky Skaggs, so you can breathe now if you were waiting for that to be over. I have a Northside Collection by Nordic Roots. This is a compilation of Nordic folk musicians, an ideal introduction to the vibrant traditional music scene developing across Scandinavia, incredible playing, catchy tunes, brilliant arrangements, and strange instruments playing pre-medieval as well as modern compositions. All this music is at a very special price, well, who cares about that? But it's just a bunch of random Scandinavian musicians playing this crazy ancient style of Nordic folk music. For the most part. Now there's other stuff, obviously, them doing interpretations of modern stuff, but it's very awesome, very cool stuff. I get into world music sometimes, so that's cool to have. Next, I'm very, very Polish, half at least. Lawrence Welk's musical theaters. My grandma would put these on her VHS player when I was at her house as a kid, and it's just, it's just something to remember from being a kid. And I remember a lot of the polka songs, and it's just a thing. I like polka music. There's a lot of similarities between polka, mariachi, and kind of country borrows from both of them, and it's something that I find very awesome. I'm also a huge fan of mariachi music. I don't have any though. So this is 10 from 6 by Bad Company. Bad Company is a great southern rock band. that I think is really, really awesome, but a little underappreciated, honestly. You know, like the song that everybody knows on here is Ready for Love and Rock and Roll Fantasy. Um, Moving On's on here. Shooting Stars on here. It's okay. Compared to like their first record, I think this isn't as great of a record, but I do like Bad Company a lot, and I think people should really appreciate them a little more. Next, another band that, okay, so I'm friends with a lot of people on Facebook from the music scene in Chicago, and I watched somebody go on a rant about the Eagles being the worst band of all time. Uh, I don't comment on crap, so I just let it go, and I was just watching the comment section and arguments. I thought it was hilarious. I'm a huge Eagles fan. I do not think they're the worst band on earth. But, you know, I'm just filling in the holes. My favorite's Desperado. I think it's right by my head. Yeah, it's right there. There's my Eagles stuff. Uh, you know, you just gotta have it. Next, Alan Jackson's Precious Memories. This is a gospel Alan Jackson record. If you've seen those infomercials at like 3 o'clock in the morning, if you fall asleep watching like the Food Network or something, it's for this. Joni Mitchell, Both Sides Now, reprise. All you Opeth fans, go listen to this. I know Michael is a huge Joni Mitchell fan. I like Joni Mitchell a lot as well. She is this crazy artsy fartsy folk music person, wow. Like Nick Drake, and it's really heady stuff. Go listen to it. Next is Fresh Cut Christmas by George Strait. I have a Christmas collection right behind my back right now. You just gotta have it. It's gotta be festive, and it's gotta be sang by your favorite country and western stars. Speaking of, I'm still trying to like Vince Gill. This is the key. I don't know if I like it yet. I've only listened to the couple tunes. We'll keep going. Next, another one from my youth. Four Chords and Several Years Ago by Huey Lewis and the News. My brother loves this band, so I heard a lot of it as a kid. It's like one of the rock bands he listened to all the time, aside from like classic country and thrash metal and stuff like that. But you know, this is the guy who made all the music in Back to the Future, if you're unfamiliar. But you should definitely check out Huey Lewis and the News. It's a lot of fun 80s rock. This is Trace Bird's No Ordinary Man. Trace Bird is just a 90s country singer. You know, textbook, same thing as usual. Yeah, that's about all I can really say about it. This is awesome. Seriously, go check out Dread Crew of Ogwood. You're missing out if you haven't heard it. This is Inside Once Out by John Mayer. This is his 1999 release, self-release. It's his first album. It's not as poppy, I would say. He isn't formed quite yet on this one. But it's just a rarity, so I picked it up and I figured I'd throw it in the collection. I'm a completionist like that sometimes. Another guy who's just a 90s country singer is Ty England. I don't really know it very well, but it got thrown in my Christmas box, so here we are. I don't know any of these songs, so he doesn't do any covers I'm aware of. This is something I listened to when I was like 11 or 12 years old. It was the Cottonmouth Kings. This is the cringiest music you'll ever see me show on here. I promise. And I don't even know if I like this band. It also just got thrown in my Christmas collection. This is Crash by the Dave Matthews Band. I like a lot of jam music, and I know that they have fans that kind of cross over. I don't know what to think about this quite yet. So, whatever. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep it greasy.